going to show you how to open and set up a couple Revit views and projects. So this is Revit 2018. When we open new projects, while we can access them here from the home screen, what we want to do is actually go and browse to those Revit models. Template file here, and we're going to open it from here. Just going to upgrade it since I haven't upgraded it previously. Give it a few seconds to load and update. And what this does in going kind of the long way, if you will, in opening a Revit file is it makes sure that you create a local file each time and you get the best, or you create a local model from your central model so that you get the best version of the model every time, rather than opening it from your desktop view, because that will effectively just load the local model, so whatever was saved. So if anyone made any other updates, you're not going to get those to the model that you're looking at. So this is our sample model. This is the default view that it was open to. So right now you can see that there are no sheets in this sample file. So how we're going to add a couple sheets is we're going to go to View, Sheet, and there's a default. You can always load in other title blocks from here, but go ahead and hit OK. And you'll see it's just the default Autodesk title block. With sheets, there's a lot of ways you can set them up. Ultimately, I'm in favor of having default templates to load in or have already within the model. So a template file, which you can create, will have all your views or a number of views set up, a number of sheets set up, your legends set up, your light fixture schedule, all of those incorporated into the model. So when setting up a sheet for the first time, or you need to add sheets, simply click and drag views, and then click again, and the views will be put on the sheet. So then you can drag and rotate. So for something like this, it's not been cropped. So what we can do is double click on the view to activate it, which means I can now come in here, and since none of these are actually in my model, I can't edit them. Well, here's the switch, so I can move the switch in this model or in this view. If I want to deal with something else on the sheet, I right click and hit deactivate view, and then I can get out of it. So what we want to do right now to get this view to fit on the screen is we want to show our crop region. And if we go out, so here's our crop region, we want to come down to our building size, not get all the plants into our building. So we're going to crop it down, crop it down. So now we have view to sit on our sheet. This is probably a little tall, so we could break it. We could crop it even further down to here. And this would be one sheet. Since we would want to see the other view, we could come back here, duplicate, duplicate with detailing, so it'll just do this piece. And then what we can do is extend up for the rest of it. Extend, extend. Take the other half, grab it. Now we've got our entry level A. So I hit F2 to get to that. You can also right click, rename, and then you'll get to that same place as well. So here's the first view on sheet. And so that's basically how we add to sheets. You just click, drag, click, and you can then delete views. It's not going to delete them from the project, but it will delete them from the sheet. So one thing, so project name, let's call this just template project. This is, let's say, sheet 0 or 101 or whatever your numbering schedule is going to be. Let's say the owner is just Autodesk. Then we have a project number. So our project number is 2018-.01 or 001. Issue date, we'll call this March 6th, so 3.6.2018, however you do it. My initials are DAM, and let's say the checker is 80K. So once you edit those in the title block, the neat thing is, so let's create another sheet. Some of these are going to be filled in. So like the owner name, the project name, the project number, the date, author and checker will always be by sheet. And then it incrementally goes up to the next sheet. So we can say that's E102. So now we have sheets down here. Oh, that was the sheet name, not sheet number. So E101. This is, let's call it ceiling floor, ceiling plan, area A. And I'm hitting F2 once I click on it to rename it. And then this is ceiling plan, area B. And again, so if this is tree level area B, no. Be careful on that when that corresponding views and levels comes up, because what can happen is that your corresponding levels will get renamed, and that can screw up some other stuff. So you always want to be careful and hit no on that when you're renaming some of these initial floor or ceiling plans, because you don't want to rename levels in the project. So if this is area B, all right, that's already on a sheet, so we're calling this area tree level area A, and then on area B, we'll click, drag, click, place area B, and then with our titles, we can move these around up and down. If you click on the view, you can then shrink this title or that line, move it to the middle, and then it'll stay with the corresponding view. If you just want to move the title, you need to click just on the title. There are some nice features. So in later versions of Revit, you'll see where this dotted line is showing up here to tell you that you're still in line. So there's a nice click drag feature for some of these when you have, let's say we're going to bring just to show another view that we need to crop. So I'm going to turn on the crop region, crop this puppy down so it can fit on the sheet and we can look at it. So what you'll see is, you can see now the dotted line is showing up to show you that the views are centered on each other so that you can have match lines effectively across views. So pretty nice feature. And that's pretty straightforward, I hope, and simple on how you set up sheets.